The girls have just put on an awesome show to start it out, and I can see we've got some guests arrive here from the Freestyle Trampoline Association, I think it is. To give the crowd here in Munich a little bit different flavour of action sports. Let's see what they can do. Blew me away. We saw some thrills, we saw some spills. As you would expect at a freestyle motocross competition, but actually there was quite a lot of crashes going on in the roll-in section with the pedal power. There was a lot of BMXs getting bounced around the place. Leon Binkerbank deciding to throw his BMX halfway across the stadium as he cartwheeled off. Matti König going for about, I don't know, 400 tail spins on the scooter as well. So the first half, what a way to get the first round of competition underway in 2024 at Night of the Jumps at the World Tour for the World Tour Championship. And coming up in this part of the show, we will have the third and final group of freestyle motocross riders going for their regular run. So during the first half of the show, we actually had, well, we had three groups of riders, 3 riders in each group. Just to break it up a little bit, we had the best whip in the middle of it, we had some synchro in the middle, and the mountain bikes as well. And so we'll have our final group of 3, and that will be Mate Chesak, Michael Malero, and Luuk Ackerman. Before that happens, though, it'll be quali time. For the pedal power guys, they had their warm-up at the start of the show. They'll then have a qualification to see who goes into the final. And basically, as Philip has his own team, Michael has his own team, and Luke has his own team here in Munich, they will choose one rider to join them. From and so they will go into the best trick competition, and in the best trick comp there will be 2 rounds of competition. Each team can decide whether one rider does 2 attempts at their best trick, or maybe 2 riders just have their one shot at it. So there will be 2 rounds. It's up to each team how they decide to split their duties, because basically throughout the night with the synchro comp, that's 2 riders out of 3. The whip comp, 2 riders out of 3. Who wants to do all of the work in their team? And who's happy to just kind of, I don't know, get carried along? Whoa, was that on purpose? I thought he blew his knee out. One of the guys there, Brin, maybe that was Brin. I thought he blew his knee out, but it turned out he was just going for a backflip down low. So FMX best trick, there will be 2 rounds. And then the pedal power, they will have their 2 shots. 1 rider, 2 shots of their best trick. And again, the best trick is a little bit like, you'd call it a joker round, something like that, where you will be rewarded if both riders in the team stomp their biggest, and if it is the biggest trick, in each of their disciplines. But as we've seen in the past, last year, actually, it's not that uncommon for one of like the BMX guys or something to go for something huge and just wash out on landing. So basically, effectively halving their score from what could have been something close to 100 is ending up something like close to 50 points. So that is the potential for negative results in the best trick comp. You've got the combination of the FMX rider and the mountain bike or BMX or scooter rider joining those points together for the team. So it's a tough one. It's kind of make or break the best trick competition at the end of this show. And before we go, we're going to throw everybody in for one big train. All right. I don't know about you guys. I've been sitting here just looking through the freestyle riders and the runs, but actually, do we have some new, like, potential new scooter riders or something on our hands? Like, just put a scooter in that dude's hands right now and send him down the roll-in. Let's see what they can do, because they're not scared to do some flippy old dudes there. Yeah, imagine that on a BMX. It's almost like going back to hey, you know what, actually? Does somebody here have a tramp bike? I don't think they do. But yeah, if I knew this was happening, probably would have got the duct tape and some foam out and set a tramp bike up for them to see what they could get done on these tramps before we get into the second half of the show. All right, guys, you're watching on YouTube right now. You're watching on Twitch. Jump into the Pignol is in the lead. 82 points out of a possible 100. Only 4 points behind Davide Rossi, 78. And only 3 points behind him is Colby Gort. And actually, I was just talking to Fabian Bauerzucks, who is judging here, and he said Colby's run was so good. There was just a couple of small little things where it was just trying to get back on, like a little bit late, and so those points could have actually been a little bit higher for Colby at his very first night of the jumps. But man, so far sitting in third position at his first time ever at Night of the Jumps is an incredible feat. In fourth place, Philip Podmole, struggling with that dislocated shoulder that he suffered in training earlier on today. Uh-oh. Yeah, when I see somebody do that, you always know something big's about to happen. Keep your eyes on the screen. What, are they going for 4? In fifth position so far, Mikołaj Temka. Otherwise, if you know him on Instagram, it's Zapsa FMX. And in sixth place so far, Pepper Aaron, who had that what would have been a horrendous crash with that caught-over backflip where he ejected at the worst possible time. Oh no, did we just miss everything on the screen? Oh dear. Well, that's negative points to the camera operator. Sorry, boys. I'm sure somebody got it, but I'm guessing camera number 1 was turned off. I don't know what just happened. Sorry about that. Oh, here we go. One more on his own to wrap it on up. And he's out of there. All right. Thank you very much to the guys from the Freestyle Trampoline Association rolling in here to show us what they can do on the tramp, running up to the top of the big airbags here. And that Munich crowd actually really got into the trampoline. Oh, hang on. Oh, get out. That looked a little bit like Pepper Aaron when he crashed on that caught over backflip. They look a lot better off for it.